Hi everyone, we're out in the countryside in Cambodia again, and this is the last in a series of short videos highlighting what you can expect to see on a Mekong River Cruise holiday in Vietnam and Cambodia. If you'd like to see the first video in the series, please click on the link that you can see at the top of your screen now. We arrived in Siem Reap and checked into our hotel, which, as you can see, was very impressive. Siem Reap is like a holiday resort inland. There are hundreds of hotels here, of all grades, and the place is full of tuk-tuks, scooters, backpackers and holidaymakers, mostly on tours like us. There are no high-rise buildings, as the local planning won't allow anything taller than the towers at the Temple of Angkor Wat. The main evening action centres around Pub Street, which is a riot of noise and colour. You'll find bars, cafes, restaurants, street food and hundreds of market stalls. When I say street food, I mean scorpions, snakes, bats, rats, frogs, tarantulas, that sort of thing. At the other end of the scale, there are some excellent restaurants in Siem Reap and very good value. North Face and Under Armour garments are made in Cambodia, so you'll see a lot on sale in the market at good prices. Are they fakes? Not sure. If you're after a Rolex or a Breitling watch, this is the place. Not sure about the after service though. There are several things to do and see in Siem Reap, including a village on stilts over the water and the fantastic sniffing rats, which sniff out mines in the Cambodian minefields left over from the Vietnam War. But the main reason that everyone comes here is to visit Angkor, which was the capital city of Cambodia and the Khmer civilization until the 15th century, when they moved to Phnom Penh and abandoned Angkor. About 1 million people lived there at its height. At the same time, only about 50,000 people lived in London. The ruins of the city were discovered by the French in the 18th century. Angkor is now a World Heritage Site. The main attraction is the Temple of Angkor Wat, the world's largest single religious monument. I nearly missed the opportunity to take those last pictures because I was sidetracked by this little fellow, a Cambodian Millipede. The Khmer were a very advanced civilization. Angkor Wat, like Stonehenge in England, is positioned so that at midsummer the sun rises exactly over the central tower. The outer walls are full of carvings showing scenes from mythology and Khmer life at that time. It's a steep climb to get to the third level, but the views are spectacular. And there's plenty of opportunities to pose for that perfect memory. Or taking selfies. Angkor Wat is still a place of worship, and the Buddhist monks are happy to give you a blessing. Even the visiting monks can't resist getting out their iPhones and taking a few shots. This is the classic image of Angkor Wat, reflected in the lake. There were probably 100 other people taking the same shot as this at the same time as me. The next temple that we visited was the Temple of Bayon. You'll go over a very impressive bridge to get to it. Bayon is famous for the 216 faces of Buddha carved out on the many towers in the temple. The third temple that you are likely to visit is the temple of Ta Prohm. This is famous for two reasons. Firstly, because it's been left as it was discovered in the 18th century, with huge trees growing out of the walls, their roots intertwined with the stonework. It's an amazing sight. The second reason that the temple of Ta Prohm is famous is because Harrison Ford and Angelina Jolie have both filmed here. You may recognise scenes from the Temple of Doom and Tomb Raider. Our guide pointed out a particularly interesting carving which seems to be of a stegosaurus, which died out about 150 million years before the carving was produced. How can that be? Visiting the three temples was a very full and a very hot day, and everyone in our party looked forward to relaxing back at our hotel and venturing back to Pub Street in the evening. And that was the end of our Mekong River Cruise. We flew back to the UK the following day. I hope you've enjoyed this short series of videos on what you can expect to see and do on a Mekong River Cruise holiday. Please ask any questions in the comments section below the video. Now on to our next adventure out in the countryside, in India.